Shalom, shalom, family. Here's your brother Chris. I got a special guest today. I got my brother, my Yeru Yeruel from Leading with the High Vibe Ministries.
Shalom, my brother. All praise, man. It's an honor to be here, brother.
All praise to the Most High, man. I definitely appreciate you for coming on, man. Thank you for bringing me out here to this beautiful place. And it's definitely peaceful, definitely needed.
It's big. It's big to me to find a place where the scenery is, projecting life and sounds of life, nature, and it's not projecting killing, stealing, murdering, nakedness. Not that you can't have nakedness come across here, but it's places you can find where you can, really get a peace of mind and even let your eyes get free from all the sin that you always see and it's always being projected into your fleshly eyes and stuff like that. So it's just, it's a big thing to me to be in a place full of life, full of nature, right? So I thought it'd be a good idea to bring you here.
Yes, indeed, my brother. It's peaceful, and
all praises.
That that brings us to this topic today. It's another edition of Can We Talk and Not Talk? Special guest with my brother, Yeru, and we're gonna be hitting a tough topic. And the Most High willing, it might be a series, but we're gonna be talking about generational vipers, demon time mentality.
Generations of vipers, demon time mentality, So we got to break it down, brother.
Come on now, this is a lot of things that starts from not only just generational curses, but a lot of things that we have experienced and a lot of things that we see that is going on today. And a lot of people is not talking about this. And I believe that the Most High has put on our hearts to bring it out. So we're going to just let the Ruach HaKodesh have his way. And I'm going to start like this. So what are some things that you see in this time that's, it's a gap that's missing between what they consider the elderly people and the youth, or what some people will consider OGs and these new words like YNs. Like what is the missing gap? Why the older people and the younger people don't see eye to eye?
Well, we can start with curses, right? Curses is meant to not only afflict us as individuals, but to also keep us divided. Divide to conquer, art of war. This is what principalities and spirits of darkness do. So of course, first off, we have a lot of older people that wasn't necessarily following the Most High. They had their own customs. They had their own rules and regulations that might seem good to people, but the Most High already had a standard for us to follow. So I think a lot of times, a lot of the elders made a standard outside of Yah's standard. And then so people were living in a standard that doesn't it doesn't uphold. It's not
right.
It's not strong, right? It's able to be destroyed, right? And so I would say because of that upbringing with a lot of elderly people who are stuck in their ways, and did not get the memo when they should have, now you have a harvest in the young, what they call YNs, or young youth that are out here in corruption on demon time, like you said, right? Generation of vipers, for sure. And we have to understand, as we talked about on episode that we did on my podcast, the mentality, the madness of our people.
Right.
And so because the elders didn't necessarily want to do it the way that the Most High said to get it done. And it's not all the elders, but the ones that was full of corruption.
Right. Come on.
It was a seed. And this is these young YNs, these young demon time mentality people. This is an offspring, or you could say the harvest of what the elders didn't do right. And so this is important that we stop this chain reaction, that we break these generational curses, that we speak to the youth, but that we also speak to the elders, to being true elders after the Most High's heart. not elders just because you're a gray head, but you still act like the youngins. There's a lot of elders that act just like them. There's a lot of elders that promote them, and that's the truth. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've been there in my own eyes. I've been in these situations, so I'm not just speaking from outside perspectives. I've seen elders talking about how to do crime and how they used to do what they do. And now the things that's being done with the young folks are worse. So sin just waxes what? Worse. So I would say not following the Most High. This is where it leads you, you know? So if we take that same, like if I take that same avenue and I don't teach my kids the way, my kids is going to be the harvest of my labor with them, right? What I sowed into them, they're going to have a harvest. And a lot of time that harvest is seeing your kid in a box or seeing your kid in prison, seeing your kid missing, seeing your kid out there in the streets, seeing your kids out there on fentanyl, drugs, and all types of stuff, right? Gone. On demon time. On demon time. Right? Full of what? Demons. Full of demons. So I would say the lack of following the Most High, making your own standard that's outside of the standard of the Most High, looking at another standard rather than the standards of the Most High, the laws, commandments of the Most High. And so this is created a gap. It created an avenue for the curses to thrive and division. And so this is why we have family divisions. You know, young folks don't have no respect for the elders no more. And I'm not saying that we did have all the respect back then. We didn't either then. We had our own standard of respect instead of Yah standard. So now it's just waxing worse and worse, right? That's what I would say.
Right, Khan, you know, you definitely, you know, hitting on some key points. I definitely see that too as well. And it's a lot of, not all, but some people, because like you said, of their age, they think they're elders, but it's a lot of them who still, you know, they want to still be young. They want to still be relevant. They still doing, you know, childish things and haven't really truly grown up themselves and arrested development. You know, that's something that even a lot of 50, 60 years old men that I seen when I was coming up and wanted to sit under them and, you know, they'd be the ones who, the ones I was around, you know, in and out of prison, you know, poverty, drinking, drugging, all these things, you know, staying with women and never truly growing up and having that type of mindset. Also, you know, it passed down through, like you said, through the generations. And the biggest thing that I see with the youth is drugs. And if we can hit that topic, the street pharmaceuticals, and even what they consider can be legal pharmaceuticals, you know, they're, you know, legalize weed, and we know that for a fact that that's been tampered with for a long time. The mentality of the youth and drugs right now. Can you speak on that, my brother?
Yeah. Tough topic, right? Because there's a lot of young folks, but I would say this, it's not just young folks, a lot of young folks and older folks dying. Come on. Right? Different type of drugs come out, it seems like all the time, right? Right. We got a lot of young folks dying to this, you know, it's because as the scriptures say, as we come from a biblical perspective, right? Can we talk and not talk, right? That's what this podcast is, right? Let's talk on that biblical perspective. And it says in the scripture that corrupt communication corrupts good manners. So watching TV all the time, watching these movies all the time, not in your word, on the phone, YouTube, all of this different stuff right now is a lot of this stuff is so corrupt. It's feeding the spirits that's already monitoring you from your childhood. It's feeding them. It's feeding that interest that you had, that curiosity. Right. And a lot of the things that you see in today's society is, you know, doing drugs is cool. And so a lot of people, they grow up like that, or they see their parents doing that. Because a lot of us, some of us grew up with parents that was on drugs, or some of us grew up with the uncle on drugs, the cousins on drugs. Somebody was on drugs. Right. And it was just like always around us. They always put this in our environment. They always put this in our music. They always put this in the movies. And so it becomes a stigma. It becomes where you live. It becomes a program. And you start to follow it. You start to graduate towards it. Right. And a lot of these folks think it's cool. think it's cool to be on drugs, you know, and then not being prepared to what this drug is going to really do to your state of mind and how it's going to even further damage your spiritual growth.
Come on.
So, I mean, corrupt communication, and also not understanding how to deal with life situations on a biblical and spiritual level. So not being taught that, not having those guidance, not having those mentors, not having the man in the house that's under the Most High, that have the Holy Spirit, not having a mother that has the Holy Spirit, all of that. Not being led by that, you led by the spirits of the world. And this is the product of being, without Yah, drug addicts, murderers, thieves, covetous, right? Lasciviousness, adulterers, idolaters, adultery, right?
Exactly.
Sexual immorality. This is all the results of being not a part of Yahuwah, not a part of the Most High. And so this is why we have this. We have to come back to the standard. We have to come back to the covenant. We have to come back to obedience to the Almighty, to Alua Yahuwah, right?
Like Khan and just to share a little bit of what I experienced even in my generation. That rebellious spirit, is definitely even with my mother wasn't a drug addict and all that, but the men that she picked, and I believe it's really important that a lot of the parents, we have to make sure that we're guarding the innocence of the children. As you a father, and like you always say, stand on watch, stand on post, even being a parent, that is big, because it starts in a lot of these things, generational curses, of course, but a lot of these things starts in your innocence,
in your household.
And a lot of these things, a lot of parents, because they wanted to do their own thing and not really wanted to be a parent, and they really wanted to, according to Yahuwah, and they wanted to do their thing, and then the kids go unwatched. And then nowadays, like back then, wanted to, you had Tupac and all these different things that you seen, but it was worse then, but like you say, it's even worse now, and they can get anything that they want just right here on their fingertips.
Exactly, it's right here. It's accessible. Yeah, it's like no tomorrow. You can have it, and you can have it now.
Come on,
right? I like to say this because a lot of parents just say too. They'd be like, "Man, I watch my kids, but see, you watch your kids, but not with a spiritual mind." And so you didn't have a spiritual mind to understand spiritual warfare concerning yourself or your kids.
Come on.
And so this is where the enemy was able to spiritually do damage. And this is why you see the physical manifestation of this damage. You like, how did this happen? Because I was physically watching. You didn't have the spiritual eyes. You didn't have the spiritual wisdom to know what to do and how to see beyond what it looked like on the surface.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Parents have to understand that we've been kids. We all been kids.
Come on.
A lot of times the kids hide a lot of things from their parents.
Oh yeah.
So if you have the mind of Yahuwah and you have the spirit of discernment, you can discern your children on a ruach or a spiritual level to be able to really nurture them and keep them from the sowing of the enemy, because the enemy comes to sow into your children. The enemy comes to sow into your family. The enemy comes to sow into your marriage. It's all about keeping us broken, keeping us divided, right? So we have to understand this, and we have to understand that it's a spiritual battle. So if we refuse to be spiritual minded about things, we're going to allow this damage to continue to trickle down the line, generation after generation. It's up to us to break these curses, man. We're going to have kids out there on drugs. We're going to have kids out there doing all the works of the flesh, not even understanding what the works of the spirit is. Half of these kids, they say they love God, as they say. They don't know nothing about, you say, what is the fruit of the spirit? You say, what is the commandments? They don't even know. I go to church. So they think that means that they have
you one Bible verse, one chapter.
But then they say, I love the Most High.
Come on.
And it's sad to say, this is a lot of people's mindset. And so they don't have a spiritual mind. They think loving the Most High is just because you say you do, and just because you went to church and sat down on the pew and, or sat down at the seat and became a couch potato and listened. No, to be a child of the Most High is to live it, to be after it, to pursue it, to seek Him, as the first commandment is seek the Most High with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. So that's something that has to be taught early age, and it has to be demonstrated by the parents. It has to be demonstrated by the family, older brothers and sisters and all of that, right?
Yeah.
And when you have people talking about things, but they're not living in front of you, that's only building confusion in your life.
Right.
So if I'm telling you, don't be doing no drugs when you get older, but I'm sitting here doing drugs, or about me as your father doing drugs, but I'm telling you not to do it.
Right.
Or if I'm your mother and I'm telling you don't be a whore when you grow up, but you see me bringing 5 different mans in the house, but I can say I taught you not to do this, but really you taught her how to be a hypocrite.
Great. Come on.
How to tell her kids not to do it, but at a certain age for her to be able to do it.
Right.
So it wasn't that you were saying this is bad altogether, because if it was bad altogether, you wouldn't be doing it in front of me.
Right.
Or you wouldn't be doing it at all.
Come on.
But because you're telling me don't do this, this is not what I want you to do, but you're still doing it in front of me, you are already setting me up to be double-minded. You're setting me up to be tossed to and from different opinions, as the scriptures say. So it's a confusion mindset. If we refuse to follow Yah, this is the destruction. This is what we're going to continue to get, and it's going to wax what? Worse. It's not going to get no better. And this is what we have to understand. Let's take a look at different things that's going on with the youth, and with the parents.
Right.
Let's talk about it, right? Can we talk and not talk?
Can we talk and not talk?
Right. It's real. It's something that people have to sit down and really talk about. Selah, lean to Yah for information, understanding on how we can really break these chains and really hold up the standard. Because, man, many sheep are being led to the slaughter at all times. I mean, every day. Right now, as we talk, some sheep is being led to the slaughter. And it's not just one. It's millions.
Come on.
So we gotta, shine light on this. And for the people that think it's not important, I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, come on. I guess that's true. And like you said, the compromise with the parents. I mean, like you're saying, you're saying one thing, but then, you're teaching them another because of, you letting, you talk about the music, but you're dancing to the music. You're letting all of these demons coming in at a lot of their demon time, but yet, you shaking your behind, you busting it down, just like what your daughter doing. Or she see you dressing, like you say, like a harlot. And
all you do is say, you're not grown, don't do that, but you do it.
Come on.
So when they get grown, they think there's time to what?
Gonna do the same thing.
Do the same thing. So that this is the stigma of what our people think is righteous. And it's right. I told them don't do that. He ain't grown. When in the Bible did it tell you that when you get grown, it's okay to sin?
Come on.
That's literally what you're teaching them. You saying when you get grown, you ain't grown yet. You can't do this. You can't have sex yet. Instead of saying, no, you shouldn't be doing this until you marry.
Right.
You should be telling them and teaching them in the way that they shall go so they do not depart from the faith. Like the Bible tells you.
Right.
But instead, you teaching them what you want to teach them. You break it down how you want to break it down because you yourself ain't seeking the Most High.
Yeah.
So you're trying to feed them a standard that will not uphold in the world. Your standard will not be able to come against the destruction and the warfare of Satan and these principalities and spirits of darkness. The only standard that can uphold against this is the Most High. Follow the Most High. If you refuse to do that, you're going to continue to get these results. Just think about, as you were saying, I think that's something else you say you want to talk about, how the gang life and, the demon mentality of that.
That stuff trickles down. I mean, you have so many men, they get into these gang lives and then, they actually teach their child that this is, this is the life, this is the way it goes. And not only just from the environment, but like you said, it starts in the home, and then they see that, daddy in and out of prison, daddy been shot.
My daddy was times. OG.
Yeah, house been shot up 3-4 times, and then daddy selling dope. Mama might be selling dope. You know what I mean?
Something else.
And then you see that, and then also, what's also around them. You don't check anything because you don't care.
You don't care. You think you do.
You think you do.
Because you're in an illusion yourself.
Come on.
Because the devil got you blinded. It says the God of this world has blinded them.
Come on out.
Right? They're alienated from the salvation of Yahuwah. They're blind by all of this ways of the world. They have their own standard in the world of teaching their children. They have their own form of love, which is not the love of Yahuwah. Because if it was the love of the Most High, then it would be according to the will of the Most High. Right. If I'm talking about the love of the Most High, Yah, then I'm going to keep the commandments of the Most High, Yah, because the Most High is love.
Come on.
And these are the commandments of love. So now we have to break down the psychology and how we have learned to understand love. There's two different understandings of love. There's a worldly aspect, devilish and sensual wisdom, form of love from below, and then there's one from up above, which is pure without partiality and hypocrisy, and that's Yahuwah.
Come on.
And that's true love. So a lot of times this is where a lot of parents they think, I love my kid. Yet you don't necessarily want nothing bad to happen to them, but you don't understand spiritually. If you don't teach them in the way that they should go, you don't guide them spiritually. If you don't change the atmosphere in your house, if you don't be a good demonstration to them, a living work of the Most High in front of them, you are setting them up. You are getting them prepared for the devil to come in and take them right down to them generational curse and to see them wax worse than you. So now we have, like you said, OGs, daddies were gangbangers, mamas was there. Some mamas was gangbanging and all that. And now you have worse gangbangers. Back then, remember how they said the gang started? It was like about unity, it was about respect, it was about protecting your city and protecting your community. Start like that, and then look, trickle down to where it's at. Because why? They wanted to start something without the most high standards. And because they wanted to start something without the most high standard, the devil came, cultivated it, and say, yep, perfect. This is what I need. They didn't even understand the devil was doing it. They thought that they were learning this from the Most High when it wasn't. They were learning this from the devil. They were learning this from principalities and spirits of darkness. Because the Most High is already telling you to follow me, keep my commandments, teach your kids. Instead of that, they want to find another way. And this is the stubbornness of our people, right? And so now we got a bunch of what I like to say. They think gamers. Look at them. Look at today's young folks. They're way worse than the older folks that was in that gang life or that street life mentality. Now it's wax worse. Now you got them literally. I like to say it like this. I like to be 100% bold and clear.
Hold up, bring it up.
A bunch of serial killers.
Yeah.
Because
exactly what they is.
Bro, it's serial killing at this point.
Come on.
Because if you look at the mentality of a serial killer, they like talking about their murders. They're infatuated with it. They infatuate with their murders. They make videos, music videos, how they get caught. They make songs. They make weed packs made after
go to the cemetery.
Right. Go to the cemetery. The person that they killed, talk about them.
Right. On their
music. Talk about how they smoking them. They're named the weed after them. They're doing that's a bunch of witchcraft. Think about that. That's a bunch of witchcraft. Like you are. This is not. I'm protecting my family. I'm protecting my hood. This is no. What you're doing is feeding the demons. That's why you keep saying you own demon time. And so if you own demon time, you are a murderer. You are a murderer of your brethren. You don't even recognize it because you're blinded by the God of this world. You think it's cool. You have psychological problems. It could go from somebody stepping on your shoe. It could go from somebody looking at your girl. It could go from somebody giving you a look that you don't like. It could go from somebody just road rage, and then you go into killing, and you like, yeah, he tried to play me. I killed him. You are a murderer. You are somebody who has no control of your ruach, your spirit. You have no self-control. You are a murderer, not just a murderer. You are a serial killer because you talk about how many bodies you have. Why you on demon time. That's why you name this, right? A generations of vipers, demon time mentality. And this needs to be understood. You thinking, and then these same people talking about God know me, God love me. Yeah, he knows your heart is desperately wicked. Come on. That's why he said, clean your hands, ye sinners, and purify your heart, ye double-minded. You double-minded. You talking about you love me, but you in the streets. It says in the scripture, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. For the world is not of the Most High. And they love the world. And so this is what they become. Murderers. Not just murderers, serial killers. You talking about the death. You bragging about the death, and so much you get caught up. You have not just became super ignorant because
super stupid too.
You're super stupid too. Like the demons are playing you. You kill somebody, then the demons have you expose yourself. And so now you in the prison and you probably die there, or you in prison. And then the other person you kill is dead. Yep. Come on. You see what I'm saying? And then it's a lose-lose for everybody. And you don't even see that. You don't see how detrimental this is to our people. And you're talking about Black Lives Matter when somebody else is killing our people. But yeah, we don't want to stop killing our people. We don't want to stay like enough is enough. It starts here first. It starts here first. Self-hate, bro.
Self-hate.
We want to talk about love, want to talk about hate, want to talk about racing. Let's talk about hate.
Come on.
We have a hate for each other. Can't even look at each other. Can't even say what's up. How you doing? Always got mean mug. Always got another agenda. Energy, right? The negativity, the lack of being able to communicate. You know, lack of love.
We see each other.
You know, they think it's soft to be loving. It's soft to be kind. It's soft to be pure-hearted. That's not soft. That's strong in the world of today. You strong when you can still remain after purity. You strong when you can still remain in love when all sorts of things trying to beat you up in life to make you a demon. Right. You strong when you can not conform into demon mentality. That's when you strong. And this is what the youngins need to understand. This is what the youngins, and not just the youngest, but the old head that refused to repent, the old head that's stuck in his ways. And because of him and her, this is the youngins is a result of what they didn't do right and what they chose to do in the midst of the youngins. So
60-year-old still want to be 20.
Right. Still want to be 20. Still want to be a commander. Still want to be a ignorant fool.
Right. Like he young and all these different things.
Messing with the young girls. Turning them out. It's no respect. It's no, and then these the same people, like I said, they say they love God. They read the Bible 100 times when they was in prison and yet still have not bring forth fruit that they may please the Most High. The only fruit that they bring forth is the fruit of what? Corruption, which is pleasing who?
The demons.
The demons, the devil. House of Satan. So now we have a generation of murderers and serial killers that think that they're doing something good, and people literally, they sell now. This is what they're doing. Now we have to really bring it down to reality. Let's get out of the flesh and let's get into the spirit. You're literally selling a serial killer mentality.
Yeah. Selling death to the people.
All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. This is a demonic spirit. And yet they play it and you listen to it. Murder on My Mind.
Come on.
All the music talking about killing, stealing, and drug dealing. And this is what
premature death.
Right.
Is at an all-time high because
premature death. Yeah.
Premature death. And this be going back since, really since the beginning, really we want to be technical. But these things, these people, they promote and come up off of the backs of, the youth that, all they want to do, man, is talk about death and drugs and all this. And this is what we come into agreements with. And this is the reason why that Pookie and Ray and all of them, they dying because of not only just the music, but the spell casting that's be on the people, all of these different things, man. And, it's so easy for people just to pick up guns, and we know that, the weapons, it can be used for protection, but just the fact that you don't have no care in the world. You don't have a care in the world for your own people. But yet, like you said, but when something happens with another race or something like that, then you want to go march and do all these old different things like that. But every day we kill each other. The self-hate for our people is so real. And these youth that's out here, that's out here, man. And not only are they killing each other, but killing innocent people. Talk about that, brother. I mean, you got little children getting shot.
Right.
You got grandmas, old people getting shot.
Mothers. There's no respect.
They just spraying up the whole block.
Right.
And just don't care.
Fighting mamas. I remember back in the day when and it's just see how it waxed worse because it was the law. Don't touch no women and children. Now women and children, everybody getting it. The demon has literally been fed to the peak to where it's all out destruction, right?
Facts.
And it's don't you see this law of your gang and the lick and the lingo? It's not real. It's fake. It's no love.
I love you, so don't even.
It's no love.
Believe me.
I mean, it's no love. Let's talk about the stupidity of it.
Come on.
Let's break that. Let's break it down for the youngins and the older people that still ain't got their mind right. So let's think about this. This is the mentality in our lifestyles in the world and stuff like that. And this is what they have in the world. Snitching mentality. Now, it's wrong to tell when you know somebody just murdered somebody.
Right.
That's in your hood or in your city. Right. But when somebody else kill us, like the police, we can tell and murder and camera that. Right. We telling because that's still you telling. No, I cameraed it, bro. And it'll be the same people same people out there. No, I seen how he did him. It's the same people that have that code don't snitch.
Right.
Man, look, I'm not telling you to be in everybody's business. I'm not telling you to be a teller like
Right.
on some carnal level. But if somebody's out there being a serial killer,
Come on.
and you have the opportunity to stop a serial killer,
Yeah.
then you stop a serial killer. And because you're not spiritual, but you under the laws of Satan, you rather the laws of Satan. Don't snitch, huh? Don't snitch on a murderer. Don't. It's like bro. It's like they got Yahusha, who some call Christ in English, and it's Barabbas. It's like they like who you want. Caesar like who y'all want to let go.
Right.
They like we'll take the murderer and the thief.
Come on.
But the innocent man, you don't want him. That's the mindset.
That's
you like
mindset.
Y'all rather choose this route than the right route.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's crazy because that mentality don't even make sense. So now you don't snitch. So now you in a car with somebody that decided to get into some road rage.
Right.
They decided to jump out the car and they seen somebody or somebody said something to them they didn't like when they was in the car.
Right.
They got out the car and they start spraying. They don't shot a couple of people, maybe hit a child, bystanders, all that, right? And now the police catch up with y'all. Y'all about to go to jail. It's your car, but the person that jumped down and started shooting, it wasn't. They were the passenger.
Come on.
Now they like, man, don't snitch on me. Take my charge.
Take my charge.
Right. And so now it's snitching, and it's tough for me to take the charge of a man who did the crime.
Right.
And this
supposed to be a gangster.
And you're supposed to be a gangster.
Demon time.
And you're on demon time, but you telling me you can't take your own charge. You telling me that it's hard and it shows that I got heart and it shows that,
that go down for
I'm riding for my dues because I'm going down for what you decided to do that I didn't even know you was about to do, that I had no agreements with you really about to do. You just had no control and just went off and now we in some mess. And now you telling me don't snitch, take the charge. And if I don't take the charge, you gonna kill me. And this is the mentality. This is the code. That's dumb as heck. Now you in prison. You don't get to see your family. Your mom and daddy crying.
Gonna be with your girl.
Right. And then the same person probably gonna be with your girl. If you got a family, gonna probably be taking care of your family, or maybe not. Maybe using your family. All of these things can be possibilities, right? So let's just break how dumb that mentality is. You in prison with a bunch of sweaty dudes. Some people who got life. And you might get life.
Yeah, they don't care about losing their life.
Because you don't really know how much time you gonna get by taking this charge.
Come on.
You just blind. You just a sheep being led to the slaughter. Right? And now you don't took charges for some crime you didn't even do. How is it not tough for if you do the crime for you to do the time? How's that not tough? Well, I'm just trying to think about that. I'm trying to think about how is it tough for somebody else to do the time for the crime you did.
Yeah, come on.
And that's tough. That's the mentality and that's the code you live by. Is that not stupid?
Come on.
You got to be under some heavy witchcraft to believe that deception.
You in jail and he free.
He free and he the one did it.
And he laughing. Oh man, I'm gonna put something on your books.
Yeah.
Man.
You come out, they don't even remember you. He gone on drugs or living it up. They ain't got nothing for you, no substance for you, no nothing.
He probably died in the streets by then.
He probably don't died in the street doing some other stuff. He could have did that in there and died, and you could be free, possibly got your life together. But no, you want to uphold the code of the streets instead of the code of the Most High. Keep my law, statutes, and commandments. If you love me, keep my commandments. And this is the problem. And so when you keep doing that and you keep being stiff-necked and rebellious and you keep leaning on your own understanding, this is the results. You're going to be an ignorant person taking charges for other people, ignorant person being in a place you shouldn't be, being guilty by association because you blinded by the God of this world, Satan, and you live by codes that are literally witchcraft. It's literally witchcraft. Like it can't get no more plain than that. You taking a charge for somebody else, and they make you believe, they bewitch you to believe that this is cool, this is love.
Now you in there washing drawers.
Now you in there washing drawers. Now you in there in prison riots. You in there getting shanked up, beat up. You got to fight. You in there with demons all day, every day. Now you trying to make prison look good because you got you a little phone. Now you down making prison raps. And on my soul,
Come on, man. You don't fall for that. I'm telling you.
Come on, man. That ain't cute.
By me being, man, take it from experience, you know. Take it from experience. Right. Being locked up 3 times by doing dumb stuff. And I'm telling you that don't fall for that stuff you see on TikTok and all that just because they got a little phone up in there and they making it. It's a
prison chef.
Yeah, this is how Satan deceives you. So he uses the people who already threw their life away, who already been following them. So Satan already got them. So now he wants you. So now, let's glorify how it's fun up in here. Yeah, it's fun. Oh man, you can still smoke. You can do this. You can do that. You can get anything you want. They got people eating free will food and all these different things like that. And it's a drawing card to have you to go out there and do something stupid and to waste your life.
They can jail or prison that bad.
Wasted time. Wasted time. You don't want to believe me, you don't want to get to my age and look back and you done wasted your time because you wanted to live your life like a party. You thought it was cool. You thought turning up was good. You thought drinking and smoking and fornicating and stealing and drilling and all these different things. You thought that it was cool. But I'm telling you, and 9 times out of 10, you see it on First 48. Anytime these little so-called YNs, you might have shot somebody, but when them people say 30, 20 years, it was him. It was him.
So where's the love at now?
Come on, where's the love?
Where's the law at now?
Everybody
snitching. It's a trend right now. Everybody's snitching on everybody. I'm not telling you that you should tell the truth, but you also shouldn't be in the mess and then snitching. It's all corrupt. So you was with the person that did it, but you're gonna tell on the person, and or the opposite, like we just said. You didn't even do it, but they want you to go down for them.
Come on.
It's all corrupt. All of it's corrupt. It's corrupt when you telling on somebody when you was in the midst of it. You was guilty by associating. You just didn't pull the trigger. But they telling, look, if you tell us who pulled the trigger or who you getting the drugs from, we'll throw away your little charge that you got with your drugs if you give us the cartel, if you give us the big man. So it's all unloyal. It's none of it's loyal.
You still gonna get some type of time.
It's no love.
There's no love.
Ain't no loyalty. It's a lie. It's an illusion. And Satan got you living this illusion so good because he feeds the illusion with lying visions through social media, TV, right?
Rapper lifestyle,
right? Reality TV, your gangster movies, your music, your rap, your all that. He's feeding it to you to make you think that this is a cool lifestyle when it leads to death. For the wages of sin is death, hell, destruction. Ain't no love in there. Ain't no unity. Ain't no harmony. That's an illusion. That's something he wants you to believe. He wants you to believe the lie. And then you sitting in prison like, dang, man, I wish I could have. Now you got 30 years to life. It's over. Wish I could have. It's over. You wishing and couldn't, and it's sad that it's over because you sat there and you wanted to play the tough guy when you didn't realize you wasn't tough at all. You was really soft because you didn't care nothing about the generational curses. You didn't care nothing about people dying and people killing each other. You didn't care nothing about becoming a serial killer. You talking about I shot my ops. You are a serial killer. That's what you are.
Come on, plain and simple.
You didn't care nothing about being a serial killer. You thought it was cute. Now you sitting there behind bars talking about what you wish you could have, should have, instead of hearing people like us trying to help you. This is love. When people trying to help you stay out of the ditch, the trap that's been set for you. Come on.
Been through it.
I've been a gang member. I've been a drug dealer. I've been in jail multiple times. You see what I'm saying?
Come on.
I ain't did no major time, but I still been in that system, right?
Come on.
You still don't got my fingerprint, right?
Come on. Gang life, all that stuff.
Gang life. Come on, drug life, all of that. We speaking from experience, and we're trying to tell you. Come on,
we're not talking about us, but I mean, the people.
No lie. When I was in that world, I was doing what I was doing.
We once was.
Now, what you see is the transformation of Yah. So we can testify that He could transform me. Because I was a gamer. I'm talking about anybody, including my mama, can tell you I was not to be played with. My family was nothing to be played with in that type of mentality, in that type of area, right? And there's still a lot of them doing the same thing. I was able to escape. And now that I escaped, we escape. We want to show you and be a light to you because we was called out of that darkness into the marvelous light, that we may shine light on these unfruitful works of darkness, that we may give a helping hand to somebody who's stuck under that illusion, who's drunk in the darkness, man. Y'all dying because you drunk. You drunk with this false vision. You drunk with this false hope. You drunk with this false peace. Ain't no peace when you a murderer. Ain't no peace when you a liar. Ain't no peace when you a covetous man. Ain't no peace when all you after is mammon. All you want is money. When you after money, you'll do anything for it. Look how many people selling their souls now. They're killing their mama. killing a auntie, killing their kids, sacrifice. You think this a joke? You think they ain't really sacrificing their loved ones for money and fame? They are. It's not a mystery. It's not a conspiracy. This is the real deal. This is the world you live in. If you think the world is not as wicked as it is, then you really are under a heavy yoke of deception. You think they ain't selling their souls for a bag? Yeah, they is. Women sell their behind for a bag. That's the same thing. You selling yourself. You giving yourself. So these people are selling themselves on a spiritual and physical level. You think that they ain't doing initiation work to get into these avenues, to be a part of these certain groups and money teams and all that? Yeah, they doing all sorts of things. With some of these kids going missing, a lot of these celebrities and people and politicians, they know where some of these kids is. It's all sick out here. So
everybody got their hand in each other's pocket.
Hand in what?
Everybody got each
everybody working. Come on. Wicked work together, man.
It's like you was talking of.
Whether they know it or not, the wicked is working together. Whether you know it or not,
they are working together.
You could be a blood in the crypt, but you still working for the same master, the devil.
The devil.
Period.
Come on. Because all you're going to do is you're going to get a 2 for 1, 3 for 1. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I get you. I line you up. Okay. So, boom. Oh, then, they got to put a female in there because we know how y'all love that.
Come on.
Boom. Put that in there. Boom. Drug deal going bad. Whatever. Boom, boom, boom. He done shot mobs down. And now you got innocent people getting killed and shot. See, you're not thinking about that. But then you want to talk about, oh, I love my family.
I love my family.
But yet you sell drugs out your mama house.
Right.
You do this.
How you love her?
How you love it. And then
you get robbed.
You get robbed.
You selling right out to my mom.
Come on.
You get shot up.
Drive-by come and shoot up your little sister, your little cousin, and all of it.
But you
had nothing to do with it.
But you got love.
My family.
What type of love? That's why I'm saying there's a love of the earth, world from below, devilish and sensual wisdom.
Love of y'all.
Then there's a love that's from up above, which is pure without partiality or hypocrisy, the love of Yahuwah. You have to understand the distinction. A lot of times you was taught fake love. Yeah. You don't know real love, because to know real love is to know the Heavenly Father who created you. He's real love.
Come on.
And without knowing him, you don't know love. You know with Satan and principalities and them demons that told you love.
Come on.
That's why you talking about you on demon time while still talking about you love. What demon has love?
Come on.
What demon got love? Answer that question. Say a lot on that. What demon got love?
Come on out.
That's why you literally making a lifestyle after chanting these words. You literally are saying who you are and still blinded to who you are after even saying it. You said you on demon time, which would indicate that you're functioning as the demonic. You are a child of the devil, because you're on demon time. You can't be a child of the Most High.
Light and darkness can't mix.
Light and darkness has no fellowship.
No fellowship.
That's what the scriptures say.
Hate the other.
You're gonna love one or hate the other. You love darkness rather than light. That's why you reject people that talk about like what we talking about. Yeah. And then you come up with your own say, nah, man, forget what they talking about, because you're really rejecting the light. We're shining light. Whatsoever is made manifest by the light. We're shining light on this unfruitful works of darkness. So when you try to make any type of word or debate against this, it's only because you are attached to darkness. You don't want to accept the light, neither do you want to come in. You love darkness rather than light, and this is your condemnation, like the scripture says.
The child of the devil.
The child of the devil.
Let's just be real.
The children of Yah do not continue in sin. Once the light come, you learn the light, you grow in the light, and you reject the things that you didn't understand that you were doing wrong, and you start to live the life that's pleasing and acceptable to the Most High. But when you continue in sin, you are a child of the devil. When you're in sin, period. When you're operating in sin because you're blinded and you don't know Yah, that's a child of the devil. But when you come over and you learn about Yah, but you reject Yah, you reject the Most High, and you reject his commandments, you reject the way that he told you to go, you showing that you still, you have an opportunity to change, but you're showing that you don't want that. You like darkness better. And so this is your condemnation. You're going to stay in there, and he's going to use you. Kill. Right. You're going to love it. You love to kill.
Some of y'all out there.
Yeah, you talking about love. I'll tell you what you love. You love killing.
You love killing. You love drilling.
Turning up.
Stealing.
You love lining somebody up.
Yeah.
And when you lining somebody up, the devil lining all of y'all up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get ready for prison.
Molestation. Can we talk about that? You love SA, domestic violence. You love knocking your women above the head and all these different things like that. You love that because you love to stay in that sin. You love it. Some people, they just love chaos.
You love Jezebels. You love your Cardi B's.
Yeah, they love
you love your sexy reds. You love you love your Nicki Minaj's. You love your Megan Thee Stallion. You love your little Waynes. You love your little babies. The baby. You love all Uzi Vert.
A lot of y'all getting turned out.
You love it. You turned up, right?
A lot of y'all getting turned out.
Come on. That's what's happening. They're being turned out by who?
By Satan.
By the devil. You talking about being turned out. You talking about how you turned out that girl.
You
didn't realize that He used her to turn you out, and he used you to turn her out. Y'all both got lined up, and you don't know it. Why? Because you're not able to be in a spiritual mind, because you so stuck and blinded in a carnal mind that you can't even see that y'all both got lined up. Y'all both helping each other destroy each other. Instead of loving each other, y'all both destroying each other. That's all y'all doing. Now y'all got a baby. Y'all don't even love each other. Now the baby ain't growing up and nurtured in love. The baby growing up and nurtured in sexual immorality. The baby nurtured and grown up. This is the environment of that child. And then you expecting that child to not be worse than you were, but now it's in an environment that only can wax worse. It doesn't get better unless you repent and seek the what? Most High and follow the what? Most High. You can seek him, but if you refuse to follow him after seeking him, all is vain.
Come on. And your favorite rapper is they turning out to be some of the, look at your favorite rappers, the little babies and all of them. Confusion. Y'all look up to them, and that's the reason why a lot of y'all
man ain't even man.
Y'all following them, and now look at them. They are punks. They are sweet. They are fruit pops.
Come on.
Oh, I'm a gangster.
But we can be honest though. Some of them is gangsters, but they sweet,
and they still sweet.
They still sweet. So it's like, don't you see how everything's whack worse? At first, it was, oh no, man, we don't like that gay stuff, or you could say homosexual stuff. But now,
oh man, they
doing everything. Straight killers, straight murders. Yeah. You know why? Because they'll do anything for what? Money and fame. And not only just money and fame, because you fed that demon so much, it went to another level of perversion. So now you was at one stage of perversion, and since you kept going, now what don't manifest it is another stage of perversion. Now you're doing more things because you don't got sick of the old stuff you was doing. Right. Now you're doing worser things. You're waxing worse in sin. It just wax worse, man.
That's how it is, and we're here to shine light. We're two men who came from these lifestyles, who came from this so-called this gangster mentality and generational curses, and it has to be brought to the light because too many people want to pass over it, and then you got some of these, and I'm gonna be real, then you got some of these. These artists, man, they call themselves, truth artists, Christian artists, and all these different things, and they play both sides. So yeah, all praises to the Most High, or thank you God and all that, but you still want to live the gangster life. You still smoking weed. You still hanging on the same blocks. You still, listening to all of this, filthy music.
I won't denounce the set, but I'm gonna follow y'all.
Yeah, come on.
How can you follow him? You want to denounce a set that's connected to Satan? They still kill and destroy. Yeah. If you don't denounce them, then you're not of Yah. Let the dead bury the dead, right?
Come on. Because you're looking just like the world. A lot of people, they blending in. They blending in with the world. You raise your children how you want to raise them. But still in all, look at some of them, y'all take pictures and different things like that. You see they family, man. You can't tell if that's a woman on the streets or not.
Yeah, everything's corrupt.
Come on, but you're supposed to be a man of Yah.
And this becomes this.
Man, you let your daughter look like that, bro?
Right.
All esteem to Yahuwah. Man, stop it, man. Y'all better stop that, man.
You taking pictures with your daughters half naked. All esteem to Yahuwah.
Come on, man. Let's be real.
Like, no, this is what we're saying is, and people taking it like, but if you so hard, you so strong and you tough, and why can't you understand that we not playing no more? We taking back. We want to take back our nation. We want to build up our people. So why come down on people like us that's putting the hammer down on this stuff and saying no more, man, no more compromise, no more surrender, no more retreat. We gotta literally stand up and take action.
Come on.
Talking about it like this is, can we talk and not talk, but best believe it's walking it out.
It's going to be walking. It's walking.
You know what I'm saying? You got to talk about it, but you got to walk it.
Come on.
And so we sick of hearing people talk a lot and not walking it. Like I said, you confusing people when you talk one way and then you show them another thing. That's confusion. You setting them up for confusion, right? So
I forget that. Right. She said, I can't listen to what we was talking about before. I can't listen to, set apart music. I have to listen to Young Jeezy. I gotta listen to
because things. That's where I'm from.
I'm from the streets. I don't listen to I don't play none of that.
I'm from all that. I'm done with that. I put it away because I want to serve Yahuwah.
Come on.
And if I was loyal in the streets, when I come over here to serve the Most High, why am I not being loyal to him? And he the King of Kings. He's the Alpha and Omega. He the one brought me out of the darkness into the marvel. He preserved my life in ways I didn't even understand when I was out there blinded. He gave me the opportunity to get
out there, though.
So, but when I come over here, I'm not gonna show loyalty to the King of Kings, to the Holy One of Israel, to the Kodash one. I'm just gonna play with him.
That far, man. And but
the giver of life.
It was good when you was out there, though. When you was doing it all. I'm talking about all the way wicked.
Right. So when I was serving Satan, I was serving him everything on his menu, everything he wanted. I was doing. But with the Most High acts, it's too much. I don't want to stand on business when it comes to that. But when I was in the streets and doing my thing on demon time, we were standing on that. Yeah. So now what we saying is we standing on this. No matter what you like, no matter what you don't like about us exposing this different corruption, even in this truth, even in this awakening.
Yes.
It's not just Christians. It's a bunch of Israelites that's corrupt too. We ain't no partiality. And I'm a Hebrew. I'm an Israelite. But we're not going to compromise and act like it ain't what it is. It's corruption everywhere. You better learn how to be set apart, or the set apart, because it's a fake set apart. Then it's the real set apart. So that's why I say set apart from the set apart. It's not a joke out here, man. It's a whole bunch of corruption. And we just speaking on some of it, man. This is a
series. Come on, someone might have to keep.
I think you might have to continue this,
because this is a serious topic, man. And
it's a series type of season. Like I'm coming out with some series, right? So it's some things. It needs to be
hammered.
You know what I'm saying? The nail's still out.
Yeah,
still got to be hammered.
Come on.
And sometimes you got to hit it harder.
Right.
Sometimes when it get close, you tapping it, you hit it harder. So it's needed, because this is a viperous generation. This is a demon time mentality generation, and it's no respect for nobody. No respect for your woman. No respect for your husbands. Even marriages are corrupt. Yeah. Even when they married on papers, it's not according to the Most High. It's still a marriage according to the world. You think you can be married and it can't be according to the world? Yes, it can. If you are not married under the law, statute, commandments of Yah, following Yah, then you're not married according to the will of Yah. You're married according to the will of the world. Period. We have to understand this. This is a demon. Y'all so corrupt. You don't understand that it's so much that you're missing. There's so much that's being infiltrated. There's so much that's growing because of your lack of.
They have eyes that they should not see.
They have eyes that can't see it. You can't see because you refuse to come to the light so that you can see what's in the darkness.
The daughters are being whored out, and then the young men is turning feminine or are feminine,
and the women turning masculine.
And turning masculine.
It's all corrupt out here.
Can't you see? This is
run from sin.
Yeah, like a face of a
as it is a face of a serpent. It has slayed the souls of many. Run.
Yes.
See what it's doing. See what it's doing. Children confused at 12-year-old talking about I'm bi, or I'm a he, she,
12 years
or
old.
I want to be a girl, or I want to be at 12 years old.
At 12 years old, I like boys and girls.
Come on, it's corrupt. Wickedness is waxing worse. And if you're not a part of the problem, then you're gonna have to stand up in action to be a part of the solution.
Come on.
Period. We're not playing no games. We not compromising with none of that. If you're a true man and woman of the Most High, stand on righteous business. And what that means is not just get on here like we're doing and talking, live it.
Right.
Seek out your salvation with fear and trembling. Have a real relationship with the Most High. Not just I read my Bible today. No, who is being transformed? Who has been transformed by the renewing of their mind? Who can really show the way? Who can really demonstrate? Who's the Word made flesh? Who is really operating in the Holy Spirit, man? Who really gonna show that life in the Spirit, man? All praise to the Most High.
All praises, and it's a couple of shout outs I want to give out too, man. DJ Yeruel, he does a lot. I've been seeing. Shouts out to the brother Ty Serve, doing community things. It's some people out there. You know what I mean? My brother, you got some things going on. We got some things going on, and it's some people out there who is doing it. You know what I mean? And we talking about more than just this a backpack giveaway. No, we talking about hands on deck, and this is what it is, family, because this is the times that we are living in, and this is the times that, we truly need to get this thing together. And it starts with looking at ourselves and looking at our situations and saying, hey, because a lot of things, let's just be real, a lot of things we bring on ourselves, a lot of things that, start looking and seeing what is going on, even in your household, you have to be able to, especially if you say you're a believer and a follower of the Most High, you have to be able to say, you know what, hold on. Do you have discernment? It's like my brother, like you were saying, hold on. Man, something ain't right, man. You going on? you spiritually in tune with your children,
Right.
so that you know what's going on. A lot they just like you say, it just you physically in tune, but you really don't know what's going on. You know, stop trying to be their friends. That's a big thing.
Be their parents.
Yeah.
Be their guardians.
It's a lot. It's a lot of parents. They want to be friends to their children and not being parents and not watching them. That's the reason why, you know, stop letting them go all
love
these
your parents more than a friend.
Come on, stop letting them go all these different places and stuff like that. Do you know what's on their phone? Do you know where they at? Where they going?
We don't live like the world. We got to live different.
You got to. Says yes, you are in the world, but you're not of the world. He have called us out of there. We say that we're transformed, and we say that we are living a life that is following the Most High. But we're not supposed to be doing the same things that we used to do. Where is the separation? And that's the reason why Satan is wearing, he's wearing out the saints, but that's the reason why he's definitely wearing out the lukewarm, the ones who, the compromise. Man, look how many, the Kirk Franklins blending in hip hop and worldly music, blending it in into this. A lot of people doing it now. They doing it now, right. Even in true music, they blending in. You sounded just like the world. What is the difference?
New sound, new song,
new age, all these different things. You know, it has to be a separation, and that's the reason why, you know, Satan steady levies accusations against us, because it's no different. A lot of our lifestyles is looking just like the world. So if I'm somebody outside looking in, and the Most High might be unctioning me to try to get my life together, I'm like, man, let me, you know, whatever. It don't matter if you going Christianity, whatever that you're going to, and you looking at their life and it looks just like the world. Well, dang, man, why? I might as well just stay here. They don't see nothing different. And, you know, we're just trying to get people to see that, you know, this mentality, this, man, it's a generation of these serial killers who is been out here killing each other every day, and they love it. The demon time mentality, you know, we have to be able to come together, pray collectively. A lot of us don't even do that no more. Don't even, hey, my brother, man, let's get on a fast and let's do this. You know, it's none of that no more. You know, because prayer moves atmospheres. It changes things. Nobody wants to do that. Everybody's so busy having their own.
But you're so tough. What's tough is endurance.
Endurance.
To overcome a demonic spirit that your family didn't even overcome. Some of your family members didn't overcome. To break a curse. That's strong. That's tough. That's a warrior. That's a gubberine. Not somebody that's still following a curse. Everybody dying. People losing their life. People in prison. You ain't tough. You was weak. So much that you allowed them demons and the monitoring spirits to suppress you into the same situation, into the same domino effects that has done to many people down your line. You went as a sleep to the slaughter, but you talking about how tough you was as you've been slaughtered. No, what's tough is to change. What's tough is to be a part of the righteous revolution of the Most High, transformation, really operating in righteousness, no longer yielding our members to unrighteousness, but yielding our members to righteousness. And I want to say shout out to anybody or everybody that's truly after the Most High's heart and putting in that real work. And when you put in real work is when you really have a relationship. If you don't really have a relationship, then you saying you put in work, then you're going to get the door and you're going to say, flee from me, you door of iniquity. You was just trying to use my name. Right. To, you know, for vain and glory. So we ain't talking about that, but those who really are after pleasing the Most High, those who have a heart after Yahuwah, shout out to you. Continue to put in work. It's not a work that one man can do alone. Get rid of jealousy, envious. Don't be like those people. Don't be like those assemblies. Don't be like those camps. Don't be like those, what you call the groups or whatever you want to call it, church. Don't be like them. Be a free worshiper, right? Just do the wills of Yah. Keep his commandments and laws. His commandments are law, not man's corrupt understanding of commandments or laws, but his commandments are law. Read, study to show yourself approved, and prove yourself on the Yah. Because it's nothing but a whole abyss out here. It's corruption after corruption. You play with it, you get slayed with it.
Yeah. That's facts, brother. That's what it is, man. And you know, I just thank you for being able to, you know, take time out of, you know, what you're doing, you know, dad, a minister, you know what I mean, a brother, a father. And you know, I just thank you, my brother, for taking that time to come on and to, you know, to come on here and really hit hard topics. I know a lot of people, they'll dodge this and don't really want to talk about it. Hey, look, this ain't for no views, no clouts, nothing like this. Man, we want people to be able to turn to Yah, repent, turn from your wicked ways, turn to Yah, and come up out of this, because we know the effects that this thing has did and what it's doing.
And we shall not hide that. We understand.
No.
We've been shown, so we got to tell the truth.
We have to.
Shame the devil.
That's what it is, family. And for anybody who's going to be watching this, we just pray that, this was edifying. We just pray that if it just, get you to consider your ways, consider, how we living, consider all the people who's dying, and I'm gonna say this before we land this plane. And y'all so-called pastors out there, man, y'all better stop lying to people talking about, oh, I know he didn't went to heaven. This dude has shot 10 or 12 people. He's a serial killer that shot his mama and them and all of that. How is he going to heaven? Stop lying. No, he's on his way to hell with gasoline draws. If he didn't repent, let's be real. Come on, stop sugarcoating. Now, this is can we talk or not talk.
Come on. Tell the truth, shame the devil.
We're going to be real. Hey, pastor lied to you.
Spare not.
Ain't sparing nothing over here.
Come on.
So this is what it is, and before we get up out of here, brother, once again, man, let the people know where they can find you, man. I know you got a lot of work, a lot of things coming out.
Yes, you can find me at Leading with Hava. That is Hava is spelled H-A-V. Hava, A-H-V. No, A-H-A-V-A, right? So right. A-H-A-V-A, Ahava. So Leading with Ahava on YouTube, and Leading with Ahava on Facebook, or Yeru Yeruel, Ben Israel on Facebook, or Yeru Yeruel on Facebook as well, Righteous Talk Podcast page. Yeah, and I got a couple things that's coming out that's gonna help people with some things. I don't want to spoil nothing, but I got some series coming out, a couple different series. And yeah, if you are interested and you want to see what I got for you,
family. It's
tune in, family. And all praise to the Most High. It's an honor to be here. It's an honor to speak to y'all.
All praise.
It's always an honor to shine light.
Always, my brother.
All praise to the Most High.
It's always honor. It's always
to do work together, to do good. When we used to be on the streets doing the work, we used to be on the streets helping each other, destroy each other. Now we gonna put that action together and help each other do some good work, some things that's pleasing and acceptable to the Most High. That's what it's about, brothers and sisters.
Come on, that's what
salute
it's about.
To the real soldiers.
Yeah, salute to the real soldiers. Remember, don't let the devil come and try to divide the brethren or the sisters. Remember that. Unity is the key, and this is what Satan is coming for. So you have to be able to discern. You have to be able to make sure that you're hearing from the Most High. Don't let no whispering spirits, no mimicking spirits or anything try to come and divide the brethren and the sisters, because we need each other. You have brothers and sisters out there who truly love you and who truly has your best interest at heart and really want to help you. Don't allow yourself or nobody else to come and divide that. Unity is the key. All praise to the Most High.
To the Most High.
With that being said, family, I'm Brother Chris.
And I'm Brother Yeru Yeruel.
This is another edition of Can We Talk and Not Talk?
Yes, indeed.
Peace and blessings, family. Shalom. Yes, indeed.